told, I think many Gen Z and millennials were told this, that the quote unquote real music, I must be using this picture of the 80s music as the thumbnail because it's a small town, who cares? But um this is I'm gonna sell this kind of like with the yesterday's video, like with the nostalgia for the 2000s, 2010s, and even this decade of music. I have been told by boomers and even some millennials that all of the newer music is trash and you should listen to the quote unquote real music, where they always come back to the 80s, 70s, and 60s. And really, the 80s, 70s, and 60s, are kind of a very overrated era of music, and that's mostly because, lists on the top 10s and some websites like that, you go into the top 10s, you look at the greatest songs, a lot of the songs are old music in the top 10. You don't really have many new songs, throughout from 20 to 2000s to recent. Like, for example, there are several songs that came out since then that are extremely popular that should be in the top 10, or at least top 100 songs. For example, two of the most streamed songs in history, none of them are 80 songs. Okay, the highest song from like the old era of music is Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's because that's a song that everybody knows. It's one of the most recognizable and most beloved songs of all time. But basically, many Gen Z and a lot of millennials music tastes were basically attacked because how the hell you listen to Ariana Grande over what's over these bands? Bon Jovi. Because Bon Jovi had heart put into the music. They had meanings in the songs. Like, really? Any artist you can find, unless you're talking about Demon Dice, you can find songs with like deep meanings. For example, people always love to complain about Taylor Swift. Okay, but Taylor Swift has a lot of hidden gems out there that most people don't even know about. There's tons of them. And there are probably songs that I don't even know about, and that's what they're called, the hidden gem songs, because they're songs that people really don't listen to, because most people usually listen to the mainstream singles. For example, the most popular Bon Jovi songs are the songs that they constantly play on the radio all the time. They are basically the top songs of any artist are the radio hits. For example, the top song of Linkin Park is In the End, because that is the most popular song. Okay, but I think the problem with this is, I've been told when I was younger that modern music is garbage, it's meaningless, it's trash. But they'll always point to the real music, it's the 90s, 80s, 70s. I think the real reason why they say this is because of nostalgia. There are tons of good singers nowadays as well, also tons of bad ones, but it's always been like this. It's always been bad and good music. It's just how it is. Even in the so-called golden era of music, which is called people of the 60s and 90s, there was tons of bad music from that era. Okay, there's one really bad song I don't like. It's called like "Come On Eileen." Oh, that's all of AC/DC. AC/DC is Why do people listen to AC? I think the only reason people listen to AC/DC is because of nostalgia. Nostalgia is the only reason people listen to AC/DC. Or because it's in like a movie or something. I think the reason why like old music is still overrepresented in movies is because a lot of people who are directing the movies are older people. And these are the same people who, when come up to us and say, yeah, you listen to Taylor Swift or any modern artist. Okay, you should listen to the real music. But if you look at the Spotify streams, it is kind of strange. Because you'd think that young people were like, oh, right, okay, Boomer, you're right. I listen to the Beatles and Rolling Stones and Queen and all your classic rock bands. And that was my very first playlist for like. It was like a very cringe playlist. Yes, it was classic rock, K-pop for some strange weird reason, and video game music. Oh yes, the most important, and of course, movie OSTs. Basically, the songs from like movies, basically. Well, that's what most of the old music, or some random song I saw on TikTok where I used it. Okay, like Levitating. Yeah, I used to listen to Levitating. There's people who actually still like that song, or am I the only one? Like, I want to if you want to if people compare like modern music being meaningless, well, Dua Lipa would be like the number one, like what are the means behind the songs? I really just don't get it. Like, what's the mean behind everything? A Dua Lipa fan, could tell me in the comments. Try to explain to me the meaning behind everything. But again, for the same people who compare about Dua Lipa or Taylor Swift, they're the same ones who praise Britney Spears. Oh yes, Britney Spears, quite possibly the most talented musician in all of history. Oh yeah, we're gonna praise her music, but criticize Taylor Swift. Was it the most ironic thing in the world? Or the fact that they say that, oh, if you want to listen to real music, and they always point to grunts. Because, which is like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Radiohead. Is Radiohead grunts? I don't know, but Radiohead, those type of music, that type of music, Radiohead, those, I don't listen to that stuff. And then and of course you have a modern version of Radiohead, which is 21 Pilots. 21 Pilots is even worse than Radiohead. Like, if you want to be sad, let's listen to 21 Pilots. That's the type of music, basically. Okay, that's basically 21 Pilots for you. But, I've been told that if you don't listen, if you must listen to real music, I think I've very recently I finally realized this must be a generational thing, because everyone I talk to my age, well, guess what? They don't listen to classic rock. Okay, there was even a survey of what music genre you like the most. Well, old people, of course, preferred classic rock. Oh, no surprise there. So people over the age of 40 preferred classic rock. But people under the age of 40 preferred more modern music. And Gen Alpha prefers Skibidi Toilet music. Boomers can complain about our music, well, we're going to still complain about Gen Alpha music, because who the hell wants to listen to Ohio Riz Skibidi Toilet music, okay? No one wants to listen to Skibidi Toilet music, okay? No one wants to listen to music about a talking toilet, okay? But if you look at the most popular, genres, it seems that the most popular genres with younger people is pop and hip-hop, which is, as well. And the most popular with older people is rock music. And country, well, country is popular across all ages. Country music is still one of the most popular genres to this day, which is pretty funny that a lot of people hate country, but they play country everywhere. You can't, if you live in nowhere, they're gonna play country. You're never gonna escape country, okay? Yeah, but if you look at the most popular music genres, and American opinions on, 20 music genres here. So, this is what people listen to. So, this is the U.S. citizens. And you could definitely tell that classic rock isn't too popular amongst young people, which is people under the age of 40. Okay? This is why rock music has died. Country also is not as popular as it used to be, as younger people mostly live in more urban areas. Country is always going to be popular amongst the country folk, obviously. But you look at rap, no one over the age. I don't really like rap that much. But another one is metal. No, metal has really stayed the same, and some of these other genres. World music? What the hell is world music? I never heard of world music before. But that's the music that people listen to. And we have like Christian music, we have Latin music, which is mostly popular amongst Hispanic people. So basically, these are the most popular music genres. And if you look at this, older adults love classic rock the most. Okay? And reggae, which is mostly popular amongst Hispanics as well, because there's a lot of reggae music is put with Latin as well. Yeah. But it seems that the most popular genre amongst younger people is rap and pop, not classic rock. Which, we're told by the older people that that's the greatest genre of music of all time. And, it seems that, people of older, people. But it seems that, one of the most, that basically most of the people who listen to classic rock are older people. You can see that, yeah, because I think there's a difference between rock and classic rock, because Indian alternative rock is mostly listened by young people. That's like the Killers, Moose, Arctic Monkeys, Imagine Dragons, and of course we have classic rock, which of course most people who listen to that are old people, okay? And I thought that the only way people would, respect me or like me is if I avoided new music altogether and only listened to the old quote unquote classic music. And that if you listen to modern music, it would destroy your soul or something like that, basically. Another song that seems to be getting less popular with young people is country music. Sick. Which again, country is a very hated genre, so they also have singer-songwriter, which is what Taylor Swift makes as well. But pop music is the most popular genre alongside with, I think, rap music, which has become more popular with young people. Older people do avoid that with a 10-foot pole. But they have like one that says rock music, but they're including all kinds of rock. They're including alternative rock, which is popular amongst younger people. But classic rock is not really popular amongst them. Which you see this and say, oh yeah, not many people really care. That classic rock has basically halved in popularity. If you look at the favorite genre of like every group of people, like by generation, like when I watched this video called the most popular music genres, I was shocked that heavy metal never made the top music genres because I was told that was quote unquote real music. That if you don't listen to classic rock or listen to old music, you're not listening to real music because all the soul has been sucked out. Okay, and yes, there was a lot about newer music, especially like rap music and some major artists that yes, like Dua Lipa. I mentioned her or Dua Lipa or however the frick you want to pronounce her name. Yes, for some artists it is like that, Dua Lipa or Miley Cyrus, but it is very telling that for the longest time I basically believed what people said online. I basically was worried what people online would judge me for listening to. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I can listen to what I want. If you really want to listen to classic rock music because some boomer told you how great it is, well, I guess you're missing out on so much. And it's really funny that not many young people really listen to classic rock that all too much. It is not a very popular genre. And also, I'm gonna get into the second segment of the video. I've been on it, like, it's much harder to connect to like a lot of this old music because I didn't grow up with it. It's just that simple. I did not grow up with Piano Man. Of course, people who like that song, which are mostly older people, I would be disappointed. Like, you just don't understand the greats of music, or they'll get upset that you don't listen to Imagine, or whatever, or One. Which, of course, they consider some of the greatest songs of all time. But I think that the tides can eventually change. Once these people like phase out, basically, and a lot of people and they'll be like, we'll be putting our music on Gen Alpha and Gen Beta, and then they'll be like, well, you want to listen to this Comedian Toy with her 100th album? How dare you not want to listen to this Comedian Toy with 100th album? You don't understand me, son, father or mother. I want to listen to Comedian Toy with her 100th album, and then at this point, you know what to do. But it seems that modern music isn't as bad as the old music people might make it out to be, and that's mostly because most of these people, I think the reason why is because a lot of the music is because of nostalgia. They really like these songs because of nostalgia, and you put rock music, it's very generalizing, which includes heavy metal and all of the rock subgenres, hard rock, punk rock, and alternative rock, which alternative rock is the second most popular rock subgenre according to the top 10s, which again, top 10s is not really a reliable source of what music is good or not, because again, they rank Green Day, they put like 6 Green Day songs in the top 100 songs. And it's all the political crap too, not the like actual decent songs, the political crap, like really? But yeah. It seems that with younger people that they don't really care all too much about, I have never met a young person that said, oh yeah, my favorite music genre is classic rock. Yeah, I have never met that person. If there's that one person that exists that says classic rock is the best music genre, like person under the age of like 35, well, I would like to meet them. And I bet they probably fell victim to the boomer trap And again, if you like classic rock and you're a young person, that's perfectly acceptable. But it is pretty funny that boomers will try to tell you that you can't listen to the music of your generation or you can't listen to the music you grew up with. I bet most people who watch this video are going to be young people anyways. And, you know, those are the music that we grew up with. We did not grow up with classic rock. We did not grow up with Journey or all these classic rock bands. You know, I can't turn back the clock and change the date of my birth to grow up with these bands. I grew up with the songs that I grew up with. That's why some of the first songs I've added to my playlists was the song from Cars, Life is a Highway, and I Got a Feeling, because I love those songs. They're amazing songs. But Boomer Tag, oh, you can't listen to those. You must add Living on a Prayer, Bohemian Rhapsody, Imagine, Don't Let Me Down, all the classic songs of Sweet Home Alabama. Well, that song is really just a meme song at this point because people use that to make fun of Alabama. But yeah, that's about this video here, and goodbye.